start this. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the special episode of Kevin at 7. For all of you part-time realtors, for all of you dabblers, for all of you amateurs that are just seeing if this is going to work for you, the game is over. This, my friends, is wartime. In the economy, in the housing market, it is wartime. And that's what we're going to be talking about on today's special episode of Kevin at 7 is what is it going to take to win in the new real estate market, in the new economy for real estate agents and for entrepreneurs in general? What is going to be required? Because what has happened over the last 10 years has been a period of enormous economic expansion and housing market growth. It's like been 10 years of peace and prosperity, and that is now over. This is wartime. Everything has changed. That's what we're talking about today. So welcome, my friends. Welcome to a special episode of Kevin at 7. I'm doing it a new way here. My team's social media team said, now the new way, you need to do this way, vertical, not the old way, horizontal. But my problem is with that, I cannot see who's on here and I can't see who's joining me. So welcome as you come on. Post in the comments where you're from, and if you have any questions, post them here. But I'm going to talk about wartime. This is wartime. In times of peace and prosperity, you can be the nice guy. In times of peace and prosperity, things just work. It's easy to get business. And all of a sudden, things have shifted. In the last 6 months, the real estate market has completely shifted, and real estate agents are freaking out. They are heading for the exits. And I want to just share with you guys an article. I'll share with you an article from Yahoo Finance. Because I don't know how else to do this. I'm just going to show it to you. So you can go to it as Yahoo Finance right here, October 25th, 2022. Housing market activity. You see that? There we go. Housing market activity is crashing and it threatens to push the U.S. into recession, just like it did in 1981 and 2008. Okay, my friends, this is a kind of a big deal, right? Now, for months, I've been talking about this since the beginning of the year. I've been saying, guys, this is coming. And I got a lot of pushback on that. And the economists and people in the real estate space who are trying to keep everybody calm said, no, it's not going to be a problem. Things are not going to go bad and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to just know what's happening right now. So this is not predictive. This is what's happening right now. And so you can understand what is going on here. So in this article, he interviews several people. And here's one says Las Vegas is one of the leading indicators of home price action. And it was. If you go back historically, when the housing market starts to turn, Las Vegas tends to be kind of a precursor of what's coming because it tends to bubble up in good times and it tends to crash harder in bad times. So it's not going to be the same across the country. But Las Vegas does tend to be like here, when it starts happening here, it's telling you of what's coming because Las Vegas is kind of the entertainment capital of the world. It's a place where people go with extra money to play, to have fun. And when things get tough and people get scared, they stop playing so much. And so people stopped, and because of the pandemic and all of that, we had a lot of people racing from California to Las Vegas. You had people there was a lot of stuff that happened that really drove things in Las Vegas. But here's what's happening in Las Vegas now. It says with what we saw in 2008 and the recent frenzy is coming back. We're feeling the heat. The buyer pool, for the most part, has dried up. Now, they were talking to someone at the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. So this is your board of realtors. Okay, and here's what they are saying. It says they were averaging about 300 new members a month. That means 300 new realtors a month coming in to Las Vegas, to the Las Vegas real estate market. 300 new agents a month. Okay, now you go for 12 months, that's 36,000 new agents a year coming in. That's a lot of realtors, okay? That has now dropped this month, October. She estimated, the person at the Association of Realtors estimated about 120. So almost 2/3 of the realtors coming in have stopped coming in. So you had way fewer realtors getting their license, which that's what happens when people start getting scared. They're like, oh, maybe we should not get into real estate right now. However, even scarier is they have been processing about 30 realtor withdrawals per day. That means every day around 30 real estate agents in Las Vegas alone are calling it quits. Now, my friends, That's just one city. This is happening all over the place. That means thousands of realtors already right now in 2022, already thousands of realtors a day are heading for the exits. They're quitting, they're leaving. Why? Times of peace and prosperity are past. We are now in wartime. We are now in a time where we have gone from everything going good to things going tough. And you want to stay in real estate, you got to be willing to fight. If you want to succeed in business, you got to be willing to fight. So I want to talk about what is it going to take? What is it truly going to take to win in the new real estate market and in the new economy? What is it going to take to win? And it's going to take a wartime mindset. You have to get over this idea of, it's everything's good, everything's great. Now, look, I don't know how bad it's going to get. I do not know how bad it's going to get, but I know all the indicators of things are still bad are still there. Inflation is still through the roof. Stock market is still way down. The economy is still contracting. All the indicators are we are not in a good place. Feds are going to keep raising interest rates, so mortgage rates are going to stay high. All of that is going to continue to squeeze. And so there's other things that are happening. That inventory is increasing, so the next step is prices start dropping. And we're already seeing that in a lot of housing markets nationwide. We've seen a little downturn of housing prices, but this is just the front end of whatever's coming. So I'm going to give you 3 things it's going to take. And by the way, if you are a real estate agent, you are committed to absolutely dominating in the new real estate market and the new reality going forward in 2023 and beyond. I'm going to invite you to join me for my last webcast that I'm going to be doing before Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a master class tomorrow at I think it's at 10 a.m. I'm not sure, but you can just go to YesMasters.com, go to my website, YesMasters.com, and right there at the beginning, you can register for the masterclass on dominating in today's real estate market. And this is for wartime realtors who are ready to go to war and say, I am going to not only play, I am going to win. So go there, check it out. Now, so here's 3 things that's going to take. And I'm going to tell you just the first mentality. This is the mindset you got to have and kind of a decision you need to make right now. If you are a real estate agent or if you have a small business of any kind, it can be any kind of business. Here's the first question. Am I going to stay in? This is the first question. You got to make a decision. Am I going to be, a year from now, am I going to still be a real estate agent? A year from now, am I going to still be in business? So the first thing you got to really, really decide on is, am I going to stay in business? So right now, if you have a small business or you are an active real estate agent, just type in the chat, I'm in. So let's just see where. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Jenny from Miami. Good to see you guys. Welcome. So if you are in real estate right now or in business, if you own a small business or you're a real estate agent, which means you own a small business. Now, most agents don't think that way. They just think they're self-employed. They just have a job. The job is they work and get paid. Okay, I'm in. Okay, good. Brittany, Melissa, awesome. Mr. Real Estate and Loan Processor, I'm in. Good. Clint, Savannah, awesome. Okay, keep going. Just keep typing it up. Type it up. Type it up. There you go, Janelle. Okay, so you guys are actually in the game here. So here's the first question. This is the question. Are you willing to go all in? If you are going to succeed in real estate today, if you're going to succeed in business today and over the next 12, 24, 36 months, here's what you have to do. No choice, no negotiation. You either go all in or get out now. You either go all in or get out now. Guys, I am sick and tired of trying to help half-ass part-time realtors who are coming in with a half-ass commitment, half-ass attitude. They're trying to think it's going to be easy and trying to figure out how to make it work with some magic bullet. Like, give me the secret that will make this work. Well, here's the secret. You are a business owner and you got to start building a business. Okay. And it's building a business is not a game for the faint of heart. You've got to stop being faint of heart. So I'm going to give you 3 things here that if you're all in are going to be required to succeed. Number 1 is commitment. Not saying I'm going to do it. I'm talking about every single day. You've got to have a commitment to the fight, and you've got to have a commitment to win the fight. And what I mean by that is, guys, I want to tell you, there's still going to be a lot of if you want to find a trainer out there, if you want to find a program out there, it's going to tell you 3 simple steps. 3 simple steps to get more leads. 3 simple steps to make more money, have more closings. 3 easy The easy way to do all that's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And what I train is how to get yes without the BS. And so I'm not going to give you bullshit and tell you, hey, this is easy. You want BS, there's plenty of people out there that will shovel BS. But I'm going to tell you the absolute truth here. And if you are going to succeed and win, the days of easy are gone. If you want success, if you want to win the battle, if you want to win the war of a successful, prosperous business, which you can have a successful, prosperous business right now in this economy, in this market. The opportunities are about to get huge because realtors are running for the exits. They're leaving wide open. The market is being left wide open. And even the realtors who are going to stay, a lot of them are going to go into survival mode, which means they're going to pull back and they're going to kind of curl up in a ball, and especially in November and December because it's kind of the realtor holidays anyway. So half of them aren't doing shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to be pissing some of you off because I'm going a little stronger here because I'm done with this is not peace time anymore. I know some of you are going to be pissed off because like, oh, he's not, cussing or cursing or whatever you want to call it. And I am going to tell you the truth. And some of you need to wake up. So it's probably going to get worse before it's going to get better. I'm going to probably get a lot tougher here because I'm going to only talk to people who are committed to winning. The people that are going to lose, I've got to either wake you up fast or get you out of here because this is not the place going to help you. Okay. So thank you, Savannah. Appreciate that. So number one, you got to have commitment to the fight. Every day you are in the battle. You cannot wake up and say, oh, today I just don't feel like it. Today my dog's not feeling good, or my kid's sick, and we find all kinds of BS excuses to not produce. Realtors they're self-employed. Now you don't have a boss telling you to show up every day. So what happens? You let every little thing that comes along, every little distraction, every little thing that comes along, it takes you out of the game, and then you actually show up 3 days a week. I know you're at the office or you're home officing, which for a lot of you, home office is a freaking joke. You're not home officing. You're pretending like you have a job. You don't have a job. You're pretending like you have a business. You don't have a business. Why? You don't treat it like any successful business owner ever. So you got to wake up and get a real grip on the business you are in. And you want to play, it's wartime. So you got to have a commitment of a wartime general. Okay, because if you don't play all out, if you don't go to war every day and you don't fight the resistance, you don't fight the procrastination, you don't fight your fears, if you're not willing to fight that, okay, you are letting your family down, you're letting everybody that depends on you, you are going to let them down. So number one is commitment. Number two is courage. Wartime, my friends. This is like people talk about people signing up for going to war and young guys they're all excited about the glamour and the glory of going to war. But when you get into it, it's hell. And I'm going to tell you just so you frame this. If you want a job that's not hell, you can go get a job at Home Depot, at Starbucks, at McDonald's. You can go get a regular job where you just show up, you do a task over and over and over again, and you're going to get a paycheck. But if you want to build a business when the economy is in turmoil, you got to have the courage to show up in spite of your fears, show up in spite of whatever's going on, your doubts. And here's the other thing. Your headspace is going to be a dangerous space. And the reason it's a dangerous space, a lot of times when your own self-doubts, your own self-image, if you don't have confidence in yourself, you get scared. And when you get scared, you don't go to war, you lose. So you got to face the giants. And a lot of those giants inside your head, here's another place there's giants, and that is the people around you. Okay, there are people in your own household, people in your own world, the people that are your friends that should be supporting you, they're going to be sowing doubt. They're going to be like, how's it really going? I've heard the housing market's really bad. Are you sure it's a good time to be in real estate? Are you sure you're doing the right thing? Maybe you should go get a real job. Maybe you should go back to school. And all your broke friends and your good, well-intentioned parents and all that, they're going to BS you, and they will sow doubt into your head. And if you aren't ready to stand up to that and have the courage to stand up to that, this is my path. Not only is this my path, not only am I committed to staying in, I am committed to absolutely winning. I will win this game. I will succeed in real estate. I'm going to create a high six-figure, a seven-figure business, and the best opportunities are coming. You have to have that attitude. So number one is commitment. Number two is you have to have the courage to go to war every day. You got to go to war against the enemy, fear, the economy, resistance, sellers backing out, buyer. You got to be ready to go to war against all of that and against the people who should have your back. They're actually trying to undermine what you're doing, sowing doubt in your head. And then number 3 is competence. When I say competence here, I'm talking about real business discipline and hard skills. I'm talking hard, not just like I'm a nice people. I like to help people. And, I know a lot of people. You got to have hard skills. You got to have hard negotiating skills. You got to have hard prospecting skills, communication skills, influence and persuasion skills. If you cannot lead people, get out of real estate. Either you learn how to lead or get out, because real estate is a leadership business. This is what people don't understand. They think you got to go out and sell houses, show houses. No, you have to help a seller. You have to help a buyer make big, big, big ass decisions. Big decisions, major decisions, life-altering decisions, decisions that for them impact them, that are hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of dollars of financial commitments that they are making, and you've got to lead them through that process. If you're not willing to learn the hard skills of leadership and helping people make decisions in times of uncertainty when they're scared, if you're scared and uncertain or you're desperate, you don't have the skill. You don't have the competence to lead people. This is not a time for you just to be like, I sell houses. You represent sellers. You represent buyers. You have to have the competence and the hard skills. If you don't have it, my friend, get out of the business or commit to learning it. Okay, this is the reason that I train. This is the reason I'm inviting you to join me for a free masterclass tomorrow. It's the last masterclass I'm going to be doing before Thanksgiving. Okay, on dominating in today's market. And we're going to talk about building a business, not just showing up and hoping for business to come your way. Okay, this is not just about being a good guy, being a good girl, just being, I like to help people. Okay, in wartime, here's how you help people. You better know how to fight. And you got to have the skills, the competence, and the courage, and the commitment to be willing to face the demons every day, to face the enemy every day, to face the resistance, to face the adversity, to face the market, whatever's happening, to face the interest rates, to face the inflation, all the pain that's out there, people that are in distress, because that's all coming. You got to be ready to face it. Okay? Yeah, I know this is not lighthearted, happy, clappy, motivational speech for a Monday morning. This is wake-up call. If you want to succeed in real estate, it is time to wake up. If you want to succeed in business, it is time to wake up and take your game absolutely serious and realize times of peace and prosperity are not here right now. This is time of adversity, of fear, of chaos, and of war. And if you're willing to face it, good news is you can absolutely dominate and win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think's happening? What are you feeling? What are you seeing? Because this helps me. I'm live every day, Kevin at 7, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. I'm live every day to help you guys figure out where you are and what you need help with. So what do you need help with? Okay, post it in the comments. I will see you tomorrow for Kevin at 7. Thanks for joining me. Set your reminders tomorrow, Kevin at 7. I'll see you there.